So, what's your name again? Jordan. I'm Khalil. So you're saying a lot of good things, but some things we want to get clear, right? We do meditate for sure. But one thing, we're supposed to meditate, but let me show you what the Bible says we're supposed to meditate on. Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. And then I want to get Ezekiel 8 and 13.
How many times the Bible been written though?
Many times. Many times. So does that mean that what's in here is not true?
I ain't saying it is, but it's a lot of false.
So we want to clear it up. We want to clear it up for you because there's a lot of lies that have been told to our people about the book. Now, Jordan, we walk around confused, thinking that we're supposed to worship a God that God has put in slavery for worshiping. So we want to. I got you. I got you. We want to clear it up.
The sun is
I got you. The sun is just an instrument in the sky. That's it.
Just like you said, you don't cut your hair and. You know
I got you, but now I want to show you what we do meditate on. I got you, bro. I'm going to show you something. Go ahead.
Joshua 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Did you hear what that said? It says the book of the law. That's just talking about the Bible itself. The principles that are in here for a man to uphold. Read it again.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Go ahead.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
So let me ask you a question, Jordan. Does it make more sense for a man of God to meditate on what's required of him or to meditate on a son? To meditate on philosophies that have gotten us destroyed to this point? What makes more sense to you? Give me Hebrews 13 and 4. This is something that you can meditate on. Is this your lady? Y'all together? All right. Are y'all married? Okay, so when God says to meditate on things out of the law, meditate on this to improve your family's situation. Okay?
Hebrews 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Boyfriend, girlfriend?
Marriage is honorable in all.
It says when you meditate on the laws of God, it says to be married. That it's an honor to have a princess who's an Israelite as your wife. To be married. Right? You set a great example for your daughter when you're doing that. For your children to come when you actually meditate on what God says, uphold your godly responsibility and be married. Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
See the difference? Jordan, we meditate on what God says. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So meditate on that with me for a minute. Why do you think God says that? Why does God say it's an honor for a man such as yourself to be married? I'm asking you, why do you think God say that? It's about 25. Because you believe in God, right, sis? What's your name? Monet? When you look at black people in general, typically do we get married? No, we typically we not what?
Not no more.
Why not? So when you say not no more, you're seeing a decline in marriage, right? When you see the decline in marriage, is it fair to say that you've seen a decline in how we operate? Now it's not people getting married anymore. Now what? There's no father in the house. There's nobody to protect our young daughters. There's nobody to guide the young men. Sometimes there's no mom in the house. Now that creates an imbalance in the household. Now children are not well adjusted because there's not a mom and a dad to look out for their best interests because dad can go off whenever he wants, right? Hey, how we doing, sister? Hey, my sister right here, she made a really excellent point. She says that there's been a decline in marriage in the black neighborhoods. Would you agree with that? Would you agree that there's been a decline in marriage? We're not getting married the way we used to.
Repeat that again.
Huh?
Repeat one more time.
Would you say that there's been a decline, less people getting married, less black people getting married? Or is there more black people getting married?
More?
Let's read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So as a man of God, but your responsibility is to be married. Because you're leaving your wife, your girlfriend, vulnerable to society taking advantage of her. They're preying on single women, on the mindsets of our women not being led by men, not being led by godly men. So when a man meditates on the word of God and leads his family that way, the black community becomes that much more stronger. The nation of Israel becomes that much more stronger because this is the nation that you belong to. Right. Jeremiah 17 verse 4. What about you, sis? What nationality are you? Where are you from? Jamaica. So when you look right here, you see here at the bottom, where's it at? Oh, right here, number 2, my bad. You see where it says West Indies? And it says Benjamin next to it? That's your nation in the Bible. You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Jordan, where you going?
Jeremiah chapter 17.
What's up, sis?
Nancy reading it for me.
Huh? What's your name?
Susie.
Susie. How you doing, Susie?
I'm good.
You doing good? How long you been in Frisco? 5 years. And you came to Frisco from Jamaica?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we out here to do is to reach these people to let them know the reasons why we go through what we go through. How we doing, sis? Come close. You gotta catch the bus? All right, before you go, just know that we're out here to teach our people that they're not just black.
Thank
They're
you
not
so
Hispanic,
much.
that they're the Israelites.
Yeah.
That you are an Israelite according to the Bible. We've been told that we are black, right? African American, Negro.
See that sign?
You heard these terms?
I gotta get on this bus.
Sis, your royalty. Don't forget that, all right? You got the flyer? Check us out. How we doing? Jeremiah 17, verse 4. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Check this out, man. Our people are so destroyed now that women can walk around dressed like men and men can walk around dressed like women. But God says that's an abomination.
Right.
That's destroying our people.
Bring it up.
One transvestite at a time. Read that.
Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Our women got to stop dressing like men.
Bring it up.
It's making our women masculine. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And a man got to stop dressing like a female.
Bring it
It's
out.
making our men weak. Right? Hey, my man, Sirach 10, Ecclesiastes 10. Come close, bro. What's your name? Sheldon? It's good to see you. I know we got the mic. I know we can be loud, Sheldon. But we out here for a reason. To reach our people, to give them a message. So I want to ask you a rhetorical question, just to get your mind to think a little bit. What nationality are you?
I'm mixed. I'm African American.
Just to make it very simple, what's your dad? Your dad is black. African American. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there a nation called black I can go to? Is there a nation called Africa America I can go to? Is there a nation called Negro I can go to? So are those real nationalities or are those just titles? What's our nationality? Isaiah 1 3. No idea. You see the difference? If you ask anybody else in the world that question, an Indian man, I'm from India. I speak Indian. I have a culture and a heritage that I know I descend from. But I'm asking my brother, he said, you have no idea. You peep that, bro? I asked my brother right here what his nationality is, and at the end of the day, he doesn't have any idea. Look at the sign, you'll see that y'all are related. That he's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, and you're more than likely from the northern kingdom of Israel also. A so-called Mexican, right? They're the same race of people in the book. But they don't tell us that we're the same race of people, and they got us divided, not knowing who we are. Because Mexican is just a word that means anointed. Or what's the word mean, Mexican? Anointed, right? That's not a real nationality. That's the title of the Spaniards that they gave you. African American is a title that the Edomites gave us. I read that real quick.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
And we're reading Bible prophecies right now about our people. Listen close. Go ahead.
Isaiah 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
It says that an ox knows his owner. An ox, a dumbass animal, right? But he's not going to leave the farm. He knows his owner. He knows his role on the farm is to eat the grass and provide meat. That's it. That's all they do. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass his master's crib. A donkey. If you lead a donkey 10 miles from home, will it find its way back? Yeah, it will. Because they know where they're from. A donkey and an ox, they know what their role is. They might be dumb animals, but they know what they're supposed to do. Read.
But Israel doth not know.
But what?
But Israel doth not know.
So just like a donkey and an ox, the Israelites, they don't know. They don't know who they are. Read.
My people doth not consider.
God says that his people don't even consider who they really are. Can anybody else say that they don't really know their nationality? Or is that only black people? Pretty much only black people, right? So what does that mean? If God is speaking to the Israelites, saying that we don't know who we are, and today we don't know who we are, then wouldn't that make us Israelites?
Bring it out.
Wouldn't that make us the people of the book? Wouldn't that make sense to you? Because how did black people get here to America? Huh? We got here as slaves, right? By what means of transportation? Huh? You hear what he said? How did black people get to America? Take a look. Here we are. Where's the sun at? Where's the ship at? Look familiar to you? Give me Deuteronomy 22, 28.
Got you. Verse 68?
Yes, sir. Check this out, man. Our people were over here in Africa at one point in time. Many of our people were up in here in Europe, and we were brought here by way of ship to this side of the world. Have you been to a church before? And in the church, they read the Bible to you, right? Now, I want you to meditate on why they've never read this part to you, okay?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God is prophesying, saying he's going to bring his people, the Israelites, into Egypt again. Now, if you know anything about history in the Bible, what were the Israelites doing in Egypt the first time getting into Exodus? What were the Jews doing in Egypt? Do you know? They were building the pyramids, but as equals to the Egyptians or as what? As slaves. So when you read the word Egypt, it means exactly that. It means slavery. I want to prove it to you. And then we'll go right back.
Exodus 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
So God delivered the Jews out of Egypt, right?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. Egypt means bondage or slavery. So Egypt means slavery in the Bible sometimes, okay? Go back to Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God's going to bring us into Egypt for slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Brother, you listening? Did you hear what the Bible just said? What did it say? He's going to bring us into slavery with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Read.
thou shalt see it no more again.
Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Did you know that was in the Bible, my man? So if we go to church every Sunday as a people, knowing that the Bible's talking about the Israelites, how come they're not telling us that we're Israelites?
Bring it out.
How come they haven't shown us the prophecies of slavery in the Bible? You too, my man, because it ain't just the Southern Kingdom, it ain't just blacks. It's Northern Kingdom too.
Right.
Read verse 48, and I want to show you how they lied to our people. The Catholic Church is a lie. This whole society is a damn lie. Because if they cared about you at all, they would have told you that you are royalty, bro.
Right.
That you are a king from the tribe of Issachar. You are a prince from the tribe of Judah. We are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
But our people are asleep. They don't know nothing about nothing. Steady going to church with the thing across their chest and all that, but they don't know anything.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And